All right, welcome in everybody. Not that bright and early, just at our usual weekend time, coming at you live for Wednesday's best bets in the MLB right at 10 a.m. Since we got 4-day baseball games and we weren't be able to get back at you live till 6 p.m. So we're coming at you live. Make sure to click that action marker in case any pictures get scratched today, since we're a little bit live, but the lines have been out for more than 12 hours. Because if you're tapping into inside the lines with Sosa and the rest of that crew, they're giving you some line breaking opportunities there. The show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be checking in with them and sending them a DM today. We're live on Twitter. Appreciate all of you tapping in there. But if you want to be featured and be up on YouTube with Chad Cassius, I don't know if he's going to be happy today with his White Sox playing a day game. You already know what it is. We got the best chat out there. Drop your best bets. Let us know if you're cashing or whatever else you want to do. Give us that like, retweet, follow, sub. You already know all that good stuff. But Sosa, how you doing? That coffee hit in yet?
No, I haven't even had any yet, but I'm feeling all right. Got adequate rest last night. It's going well. Things are well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, man. You got to make sure you get the coffee and the protein in early. Get that brain clicking.
Oh, absolutely. I'm starting to put it together right now. But yeah, man. Last night, interesting night in baseball. Scherzer came back looking like his regular self, and they lost. So
You all would expected that.
the Yankees lost to the Pirates. I mean, it was funny when people were like hitting up my line, going crazy when they beat us, and now the Yankees lost to them, and it's just a bad night for them. It's funny to me.
The
Very
Pirates, man. Reynolds, he just has to show out for all the trade suitors that are potentially going to be calling his way in the next month.
yes, sir. Got a really fun baseball game in Houston last night. That Royals Astros game was really really exciting. Um, yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Other than that, our favorite fade came back with Spencer Howard. Easy cash by the O's there. They always had to make it interesting, so that's why we just went with the team total. One play only was nice and simple last night. The Phils, I mean, maybe they should do bullpen days more often because Schwarber can't stop right now. So I told you,
Bruh, I was thinking about that every time he was up to bat last night. I'm like, I'm gonna have to hear it from you today. And I knew that was coming. I knew
he's
it was
going for
coming.
July Player of the Month now.
He's off to a hell of a start,
And
I'll tell you
the
that.
Phils are in a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that by the beginning of the season, by close to where we are at this point, thanks to the Cardinals being on their slouch, but the Fish 6 straight wins, so they're trying to show some life, and then the Giants being on the L streak as well has helped the life get back into the Phillies
Fish look
before.
good. Fish look
We
good, and the Astros. The Astros look great.
going for the best record potentially now.
If they didn't blow those two games against the Yankees, they'd be less than five out. But I told people it would happen, but no one wants to listen. Maybe one day. Maybe one day they'll get it. You can't stay nuclear hot for an entire season. It's fucking impossible. It's how you weather these dog days that actually get you to where you want to be in October. But Yankee fans, it's been so long since they've been good and played like this good. So you know what I mean. I get it.
Yes, sir. If you're rolling with the 6 plays a day, like some people out there on Twitter, best of luck. We like to keep it simple in these dog days because all about that managing the bankroll. But Sosa, NBA, still no big news. I guess the Miles Turner piece might be the next one that starts a little bit of a spark.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw our guy Chet last night playing his first preseason or summer league game. Looked great. All that he can't play, he can't do this. Looks a lot different when he gets to handle the ball at the top of the key and handle the ball like and just be him. He never really got to do that in college. College was more like a learn discipline and a routine type of thing for him for 6 months.
I
He's he's legit, bro. I don't give a fuck
Watching
what
summer
anyone
league
says.
is fun. You can get the players who are legit, but then remember when people were trying? I know it's a different sport, but people were trying to write off Jamar Chase last season because he dropped the ball 4 times. So that's like the
They said
toughest
they needed
part,
the white stripe on the ball.
because that's like the toughest
Fucking
part
idiots.
about summer league is containing the expectations, because what you saw from Chet last night isn't hard to say, yep, everything we thought was going to pan out, but still at the same time, just because if a guy has an off night, it's not writing him off. So that's kind of just where, if you have the eye test and if you know,
For
then
me,
that's
with him,
where it is. But
it's
enjoy
the
the summer league.
identification of
Don't
skills.
overreact.
You know what I mean? For me, it's the identification of skills. The kid he's got a skill set that's different. The only thing that you can say about him is that he's skinny. He's skinny. He's skinny. He's skinny. We get it. He can hoop though. He can still hoop. So that's just my take on it. Obviously, also my last takeaway from summer league, I knew Keegan Murray could shoot. I didn't know he could shoot like this. I don't. Maybe it's not enough exposure on TV, but dude,
I mean, how much did we talk about how bad Iowa was like last season, and just they're
bro,
not a serious team that can make it anywhere deep just because of their defensive issues. And when you can just put him as to not having to be the complete scorer and of a 4-out offense, because he was just NBA ready at this point. He just was doing way too much. And now when he gets to play his role better and not have to be 1A.
I knew he was great. I knew he was a great mid range guy. But then I found out like yesterday, like he's really left handed. Going left, he's insanely good. Insanely good. I was very, very, like I said, I'm impressed by what I've seen from him and through a couple games. Obviously, it's just a visual. You're not getting NBA super level defense, but like I said, it's good to see. You know, like the talent speaks for itself, in my opinion, especially when you're playing against those guys who are trying to make the league.
Give us that like, subscribe, just like what Goose said, and what other people have been dropping in the chat. Start to be dropping your plays of the day. Any looks or leans you want our thoughts on. We're about to run through the MLB slate.
Yes, sir.
So, Sosa, we got 4 afternoon games. Are you liking anything in any of those? And then we'll get to the night slate.
I wanted to go first 5 on Milwaukee, but they got the first 5 at -1.5, and it's still juiced. They really, really do believe that Samson's going to lay an egg. I don't think he'll be good either. Out of the early games, I like the Mets to bounce back on the run line at -1.5. They're a -106 with Peterson on the mound. Just kind of looking for their bats to wake up today. Ashcraft, like you said, it feels like he pitches every other day, but with the Mets here, they're so good off a loss. They had their first 3-game losing streak earlier like a week ago. I think their bats kind of have to bounce back. I don't think you can't be very more putrid than you were last night hitting, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's my expectations. I think the bats wake up. I like them on the run line -106, and I'm not touching their team total, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put up about 7 or 8 today, to be totally honest.
Yeah, so this is where I'm thinking we have a potential hungry dog right at the 1 o'clock spot here, because the Guardians, they've dropped 4 in a row at this point, and the Tigers are on that 4-game winning streak. You can go into Bieber's just stats against the Tigers in his career, where he's 7-3 with the 2.18 ERA. He's usually running about 7 innings, only giving up 1 or 2 runs. So the history has shown it there with the 0.8 whip as well. Pineda doesn't have as great as numbers, but when you got these two teams going in complete different directions, kind of like the Giants and the Diamondbacks where you had last night, you kind of just have to roll with the hotter team who's on the winning streak. Plus, the Tigers are 5-1 against the Guardians in games in Detroit this season, and 6-2 overall against them so far. So when you're putting a +160 money line out there, or the team total at 3.5 at +102, both of those are calling my name there. And you can even get the Tigers on the run line at -115.
Yeah, at a +1.5. That value's there. I love that.
That's where the books are just screaming that the Guardians get back right today, kind of like they were with the Giants last night. Man, I just don't know. I think we might have to go. We'll do it simple. We'll go with the Tigers on the money line at +160 to start off the Wednesday show with a nice hungry dog.
I love it.
And then the only other day game we really didn't talk about is the Twins at Chicago here. I'm kind of leaning the same way that Goose is here because do we really want to be trusting Lance Lynn with our hard-earned money?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I can't do it. And you talk about a team that's headed in the wrong direction. Bad
Beaver's
manager.
definitely dealing, but let's go against the grain. You can be rocking with the Guardians, but I'm going against the grain here on this one with the Tigres.
Yeah, just it's a fate of the team, not Bieber.
And here, with the way Goose is going with, I mean, I think I have to be on the Twins money line at minus 103. Have two opportunities for afternoon bread here just because Joe Ryan, he has that 2.67 road ERA. The squad's 4-1 in his road starts, 8-4 overall. So he's shown up on the road. And then Lance Lynn, this is his about third start in a row. Got a nice clean one. But if you looked against it, right when San Francisco started tanking, before that, got beat up by Baltimore and Toronto. So if you want to go a little bit safer, you can go on the Twins team total. You're just going to have to paying a little bit of juice. So I'll just rock the money line at full game at 103. If you just want to target the pitchers, you can go first five money line at minus 110. So either of those ways work. I'll just stick with the full game money lines.
All right. So today, I'm betting on that team from Canada one last time.
Oh no! Why?
Because they got to get us our money back. You can't show out. You can't lose a full set to Oakland, bro.
You can.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but you can't. You can't. I'm just kidding.
Chandler joins right away. He's about to
immediately.
look out.
Bro, they can't. You can't lose 3 straight to Oakland. You lose 3 straight to Oakland, just pack it the fuck up. I mean, you got Boston and Tampa Bay breathing down your neck, and you do this bullshit. They're an extremely unserious organization up there.
And you're gonna trust Barrios against Caprion. Barrios, who is the 12.34 ERA over his last 3, 7.92 road. You only back him at home.
It's the fucking A's, dog.
Whoa, put some respect on the A's name. They won 2 in a row. They don't have the worst record in the MLB anymore.
All right, listen. I lean Jays on the super run line today. It's not an official play, but I lean.
No, you can make it official play. I think Toronto's going to devil's advocate and poke the player.
I think Toronto's going to beat the brakes off them today, and if they don't exercise some demons today, heading into the All-Star break like this, this is bad. This is very, very, very fucking bad. Respectfully, I can't believe what the fuck they've done the last 2 days, bro. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I
mean, the bats just aren't there. They gave up 5 runs back-to-back games. That really shouldn't be too big of an issue. If the A's bullpen and the starters are keeping you at 3-1 run, yeah, I like the Twins money line. I'll recap my plays at the end. You can go first 5 as well if you want to do more of the fade Lance Lynn angle, but I'm rocking with it.
Yep.
Also, the A's, they probably got the best logo when they use the elephant. So,
also, I have something to admit today.
Former Philly franchise as well. So, always got to respect the A's.
I have something to admit. The best division in baseball is the AL East. It's not the NL West. It is the AL East. All 4 of those teams are having great seasons. It's just the Yankees just are that much further ahead of everyone. But we got to put some respect on the Baltimore Orioles name.
38-44. That team just fights, and that bullpen is nice.
They should absolutely stick.
Since we gave the bullpen the props and said they're due to explode, they've definitely exploded more often than not. But 38 wins for the team that they're pulling out. A bunch of young guys just showing out. You love to see it. And it's fun because when Baltimore is good, the fans get behind it and the O's. And that's just kind of where this is a solid young squad to be behind right now.
Yeah, I'm rocking with them today to get me the 4.5 on their team total. Numbers at minus 105. I like them to keep going. I like them to continue to be good offensively. I'll say Jorge Mateo and Cedric Mullins each to get a stolen base, half unit plays on both. Jorge Mateo has been absolutely on fire with the stolen bases. Probably should have gave him in the tournament yesterday. Knew he was going to get one. Got one first at bat. Got on base. Stole second like it was nothing. Let me just get the number on his stolen base because I'm sure the number is way down. Also, the Texas Rangers give up the most stolen bases in baseball per game. They've given up one in all but one of their last 10 games, which is ridiculous. Jorge Mateo's at plus 290. Cedric Mullins at plus 320. Either one of them will definitely get a stolen base. And yeah, that was my last play.
I was about to say we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Not the elephant in the room, but it's a Shohei day. We always got to talk about Shohei. Man hasn't given up a run over his past 3 starts. The last time the A's won was in his last start just because of how clean and clinical he's been. Like we mentioned, the Fish are on a 6-game winning streak here. When the total is set at 7 or lower in the Angels road games, all 4 of them have gone over the total. Because Shohei, I mean, you can get the team on a 6-game winning streak at plus 142. You have to fade Shohei here, which is scary with the way he's been on right now. But
you want to fade Shohei Ohtani?
No, I do not want to fade Shohei Ohtani. Have you seen what the Angels do in a start that's not done by him? And
right,
if he doesn't give up 0 runs, they lose. They don't hit lefties well either, or they don't win against lefty starters. Rogers is nothing to write home about, but
yeah,
it's another weird spot where you got 2 teams on the opposite direction with another home underdog. Man, I might have to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it, but I want to.
You should. I think you.
No, Shohei's gotten us cash way too many times this season.
Exactly. That's why he's won us too much money, bro. I can't go against him. It's a Wednesday in July.
We got Steven Harrison going to be in Baltimore. See, that's where you got people traveling from North Carolina to go to the games when you're out there.
Hey, I hope you win. I hope you win your bets and you win the game. There's
what
just
else
so
on
much
the night
juice.
Slate that you like?
But it's just so much juice. I like the Astros. They're on a win streak as well. They're on fire, but the run line's at minus 130. Minus 2, like the money line being at minus 290 almost makes me want to bet against them and take the dog. The same thing for the Dodgers tonight. Like I can't tell someone consciously to bet on the Dodgers today and on a Wednesday minus 300. Mitch White was supposed to pitch yesterday, is pitching today. You know what I mean? Like it's.
You're telling people to put their money on Jose Urania?
No, I'm saying that it looks too. It's some of the things in this game looks too good to be true. The run line's at minus 150, like minus 300 favorites
you
in
can get
baseball
plus 2. You can get Colorado on the plus 2 at plus money still.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's too good to be true. So I can't tell someone to bet on the Dodgers or Houston today. Like there's just too much juice. One of them's going to lose, and someone's going to lose a shit ton of money on either side. One of those teams will definitely lose today.
Then one of your more quality games, the Braves are even laying a minus 160 with Miles on the mound, who did take the loss in the last one to the Phils.
It's at minus 174 on FanDuel.
And Fried is on fire right now. Then the last one is the Giants are looking to get right back again tonight with Cobb on the mound. He's been a road fade. Most of his games have gone over in his road starts with that 6.41 ERA, 3-1 to the over. Not bad. Just going to keep it to the 2-day game actions. Just get the afternoon cash. Let the night games just chill because, as Sosa said, a lot of juice hanging out there.
Quick question for you. Didn't Gabe Kapler's Phillies team start to fade real early in the second season?
Yeah.
What's going on with San Francisco?
Sports science. Making them drink smoothies every morning, all that weird shit.
Yeah. You may have the last laugh on this one. You may actually have the last laugh on this one because Gabe might just be a product of the spreadsheet. He might really just be
I mean, when you go through that lineup,
baseball's equivalent to Chip Kelly. Like,
when you go through that lineup, Darren Ruff is a major factor. Like, sure, he is having a decent season, but can't expect much when Darren Ruff is one of your biggest sources of offense. I know they're dealing with injuries right now as well, but
bring
the
Buster
sports
back.
science.
Come out of retirement, Buster. Save them.
Wow, when you get Sosa calling for Buster to be back,
Hey,
it's
man.
10:20 in the morning.
The thing about the good old days, they was the old days.
You're not touching Tampa, Boston. That's probably really the
No,
last one.
absolutely not. No. Maybe Randy or Rosarena to get a stolen base. Plus 350. Small wager.
But that's gonna be wrapping us up for today's episode of Daily Bread. I'm rocking the two early actions of the Twins on the money line at -1-3 and the Tigers on the money line at +160. Keep that afternoon cash and bread available. Sosa's got you covered through the night slate as well.
Yes, and I'm on. Go watch the video again. Peace.
Till tomorrow, we out.